Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is ReNDoG coming at you from the Holiday Inn in this first episode of Minecraft Survival for 2018 from this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. How's everybody out there doing today? Oh, baby, it feels good to be back here in the Moleshire. Hope you guys are doing good, man. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks since we were together here in our Minecraft survival world. The last few episodes or so from the series were, of course, pre-recorded before I headed off to sunny South Africa for holiday. Hope you guys enjoyed those pre-recorded episodes, by the way. I've been catching up on all of the comments. Want to kick off things today by saying a massive thank you to everybody who was enjoying the videos, watching the videos, hitting the like button, and most importantly, thanks for all the comments and all the love, guys. It was really, really awesome reading your comments. I've been catching up on them over the last few days or so. I am so inspired right now to carry on with this series. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But yeah, I don't really know what we're going to be doing today. I've been spending the morning trying to figure it out. You see, a few days ago or so, my friends, I was on a beautiful white beach in South Africa catching a tan for the ladies. And now I'm back in a very cold England, and my brain hasn't quite adapted yet to my new environment. And, well, I thought we'd do something different today. Why don't we spend today having a little bit of a chat? I want to tell you guys all about my holiday in South Africa because, well, I've got something really exciting to share with you. I had a little bit of a personal epiphany while I was on holiday, and I think it's an epiphany that some of you guys out there might benefit from. So I want to spend a bit of time today back at the Moleshire working on the Molehole, because that is one of the things that a lot of you guys have been requesting in the comments. And I just picked up a bit of a chicken egg. Hi there, chicken. My dude, are you having some digestive problems? Let's have a look. Do you have a baby inside you? No, that was just a blank egg. Dude, you need to work harder on your eggification. Seriously. But yeah, I thought today, guys, we'd work on the Molehole a little bit. I'm a little bit rusty, by the way. I haven't been playing Minecraft for 4 weeks. In fact, I disconnected entirely from the interbubs for my entire holiday in South Africa. I'm going to tell you guys all about it in a moment. But yeah, be gentle with the ReNDoG today, okay, guys? I'm trying to get back into the swing of things over here after a wonderful holiday. You might be noticing something in my left-hand paw. Yep, that is something called a Woodland Explorer map. This was what I was supposed to trade from Gam in the previous episode. If you guys can remember, I actually traded the Ocean Explorer map by mistake. So I spent a few hours this morning on the world getting familiar again with the place, and I traded with Gam 25 emeralds and a compass for the Woodland Explorer map, and I've been having a look at it, and yeah, as you can see, it looks kind of scary. That little house in the top right-hand corner, that looks pretty far away to me, and I've been reading some of the comments that you guys have been leaving me about these Woodland Explorer maps. Apparently, this little thing is probably 10,000 blocks away or so. It is, well, looks like it's somewhere all the way in the top right-hand corner of the map, and it's going to be a ridiculous journey for us to actually get to it. So here's what I suggest, my friends. Let's put these maps away for now. We'll get back to them at some point in this series when we can actually travel a little bit faster. Maybe when we get some elytra wings or something like that. But thank you, Gam, for the beautiful maps. We're going to store these in the Molehole. We'll get back to them a little bit later. And there's another reason, by the way, that I don't really want to go and find this woodland mansion just yet. As you guys know, who are perhaps keeping up with Minecraft, we've got a brand new massive patch coming out very, very soon. I think it's Minecraft 1.14. Might be Minecraft 1.13, though. I've been away for a long time, okay, guys? My brain isn't really functioning. Anyway, the new Minecraft update is going to be bringing a whole bunch of new amazing stuff for us, and I don't really want to load a lot of new chunks before we get the new patch, because if we load a whole bunch of new chunks, then anything new that comes in the patch, we won't actually get in the chunks that we've loaded. So I reckon for the next couple of months, let's stay around the Moleshire. Let's do a bit of work out here. When the new patch comes out, maybe we can go find that woodland mansion, and hopefully along the way we'll discover a couple of awesome things. So yeah, thanks guys for letting me know about the woodland mansion, and it's all coming back to me now. when I was pre-recording, we were working on this beautiful railway line, weren't we? And we also set up a whole bunch of stuff out here. Oh man, the world is looking beautiful, isn't it? We got so much work to do though. My freaking goodness. Starting with collecting some cacti, I think. These are starting to grow. I need to collect a few more of these cacti while we're at it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for the amazing amount of love in the pre-recorded episodes. We are back to, well, making Minecraft videos every single week, right on time, right on track, I suppose, with what you guys are saying in the comments, and hopefully together we can have a really great 2018 here in Minecraft Survival. You guys know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down over here, baby. Oh, yes. It is going to be amazing. Now, today, I want to spend a little bit of time on the Moleshire. I had an idea. Let's get into the storage hole, and I want to run past an idea with you guys that we can get cracking on in today's episode, and then I want to talk a bit about my holiday. We got a bit of a cave system going on over here. I built a mountain over this particular area so that it looked nice from the outside, but we kind of have a little bit of a dead area here in the storage zone, right? What I've realized, though, is that this particular entrance could connect up into the Molehole quite nicely, and that's going to give us an interior entryway into the storage hole from the Molehole, right? So, why don't we try and figure out exactly how that's going to go? We don't have much in our actual Molehole house at the moment, just a couple of corridors and a couple of chambers over here. But I'm guessing we got to go probably in this direction and then to the right, and that'll probably connect up quite nicely. Actually, while we're here, let's drop off these maps in the chest of the Cyberdog over here. These maps will join the apple of the Cyberdog and the seeds of the Cyberdog, and we'll get back to these explorer maps at some point in the future. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I also want to work a little bit on this section over here. I mean, we've got a super janky staircase taking us up to the fields of the dog. Maybe this is a good place to start over here, right, guys? We can try and make this staircase look a little bit better. Oh, man, it feels so good to be home. Oh, man, I love coming back to Minecraft after a long holiday. It does feel like you're coming home, doesn't it, guys? There's freaking Maximus down there. What's cracking? There's there's our cows, Moodum and Meave. And hopefully our pets are still alive also, Victoria and Minamu. Let's go and check that out. Make sure that they're still there. Yes, there they are. Okay, good. All is well with the world. My goodness. Now, guys, I want to spend a bit of time talking about my holiday with you guys today because a lot of you guys have been asking me how it was. Did I have a good time? And, well, as some of you guys who follow me quite closely may have noticed, I kind of disappeared for a while, didn't I? For the last 4 weeks or so, I disconnected entirely from the internet, entirely from YouTube, and this was a conscious decision that I made. It's actually something that I've never done before. I'm usually quite focused on my YouTube channel, quite focused on, keeping up to date with you guys on Twitter, with the comments and whatnot. So every single day, usually when I'm on holiday, I'm kind of, inverted commas, working. But, let's be honest, guys. If you're a YouTuber, you're not really working. You're just doing what you love every single day of your life. And usually I'm sort of quite focused on keeping up to date with what's going on my channel and in my community. But in this particular holiday, I decided to completely disconnect from the internet, just to unplug for a bit. And I gotta tell you guys, it was a really amazing decision that I made because I had a couple of really, really awesome moments that I want to share with you guys today. And hopefully I can inspire some of you guys out there too with what I got up to on my holiday. But to start things off, I want to tell you guys a little bit about my holiday. Kicked off on around the 21st of December or so last year. Got on an aeroplane and flew 12 hours to Cape Town in South Africa. I speak a little bit more about this journey in my last Hermitcraft episode, so if you want to get a few more details, head over there. I'll stick a link in the description box for you. But yeah, I flew to Cape Town, 12 hours. I rented a car in Cape Town and then drove 6 hours to my family's house on the east coast of South Africa. And by the time I got there, guys, I was freaking tired out my mind, man. As we say in England, I was knackered, baby. I was a complete freaking mess. 12 hours in the air. Well, it was about 2 hours on a train to get to Heathrow, then 12 hours on an airplane, then 6 hours in a car driving in South Africa. I was pretty knackered, man. And when I got home, I didn't know what I was expecting. I was going to, of course, see my mum and my dad who were waiting for me there. But lo and behold, there was another human who I am very, very fond of, who also decided to come on holiday and spend the December holiday with his family, and that, of course, was one of my younger brothers. And he's about 10 years younger than me, and he lives in Johannesburg. And he decided to come and spend Christmas with us too. So when I got to my family's house, lo and behold, there was one of my brothers. I was so very excited to see him. And he stayed with us for about a week or so. And we spent a lot of good quality time together. This brother of mine, I haven't really spent that much time with because I've been in England for the last 10 years or so. And, this was a really great opportunity for me to spend some real quality time with him. And we had a fantastic time together. In fact, we even ended up sleeping in the same room because a few days later, after I arrived in South Africa, my other brother, or my stepbrother, and his wife and his two kids, so my two nephews, arrived at the house too. And, I had to move out of my room so that my stepbrother, my older brother, could stay there. And I moved into another room with my younger brother. And we stayed there together for about 5 days or so, which was really, really cool, man. It was kind of having like a sleepover, you know what I'm saying? And we were up to no good, spending all night long playing PlayStation, talking, hanging out. It was great, man. It was absolutely awesome. So my holiday went from being just me with my parents to being me with my brothers and my nephews, and we had such an amazing time, man. Oh, it was so special. Absolutely loved it. Spent a lot of time just getting to know my family a little bit, my brothers especially. As I was saying, I don't get to spend a lot of time with them, so it was really nice getting to know them. Getting to know my nephews also was really, really nice too, and they are so freaking awesome. They're such awesome kids. They watch ReNDoG videos. They're ReNDoG fans, which makes me super happy. So we were talking about Minecraft, hanging out, going to the beach, digging holes, having a sweet time, and it was absolutely awesome. And I had a really great Christmas period with my parents too, and a really great New Year's Eve also that I spent on the beach watching the sun come up. I speak about all of this in my Homercraft episode, by the way, guys. So if you've heard this already, I am sorry. Just doing a little bit of a recap for those of you guys out there who only watch Minecraft Survival. And if you only watch Minecraft Survival, I'm slightly disappointed right now. Slightly disappointed. Go check out my Homercraft videos also, guys. Jeez. Let's kick off this New Year's with a whole bunch of Minecrafting awesomeness in the ReNDoG universe. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I wanted to spend a little bit more time in this episode talking in detail about what I was doing in my holiday because it was kind of interesting, okay? When I'm in England and when I'm a YouTuber, I have a kind of weird schedule. I spend quite a lot of my life in the night time because I stream from about 9 p.m. to like midnight, and then I hang out with Iskal and Stress Monster sort of at midnight, and we get to bed fairly late on most evenings that we are hanging out here. So my days are a little bit weird. My day starts a little bit later than usual. But in South Africa, I kind of got back into the routine of waking up early. And that's because in December in South Africa, it's summertime. It's really, really hot. The sun comes up super early, and I started waking up nice and early at about 7 o'clock in the morning. And when I would open the curtains of my room, there in front of me would be the ocean, and there in front of me would be the sun rising. And it was just such a magnificent thing to behold. I absolutely loved it, man. So I started getting up really, really early, over and over again. Let's move these maps over here so that we can start working on a tunnel. And what I decided to do was spend quite a lot of time just going to the beach, putting some music in my ears, going down to the beach and just walking. And the beach that we were staying on is about, I don't know, it's about 5 kilometers long, I guess. It's quite a large beach, and I think that's the top one, actually. So it's quite a nice beach to walk on, because you can just do, oh, actually, I did it the right way around the first time. Dang it! Okay, hold on. There we go. This has got to be the top one. That's got to be the bottom one. There we go. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I was waking up nice and early every morning, and I was going for, generally, as much as I could, going for a walk on the beach. Just getting myself, just being with myself, doing a bunch of thinking, doing a bunch of introspection and all of that sweet jazz, taking in the beautiful nature around me. In England, I don't get a chance to see a lot of really good nature because, of course, I live in a town, or near a town anyway. And when I was in South Africa, I love seeing the nature there. It's such a beautiful place, such a naturally beautiful country. And that was really, really sweet. I also kind of became the butler. of the house, so to speak. My mum worked really, really hard this holiday to make sure that we all had a great time, that we were all fed, we always had food, that the house always had everything that it needed, and I decided that I would help my mum out as much as possible. So whenever my mum needed any shopping done or anything like that, Butler ReNDoG would get in the car and go do some shopping for my mom, and I was generally going out every day to get some lunch, to do some shopping, to go run errands for my mum so that she could chill a little bit too. When a mum has a whole family over for Christmas or for holiday, a mum's got to do quite a lot of work. There's a lot of things to do, a lot of food to be made, a lot of dogs to be fed, all of that sort of thing. So I was helping out my mum a little bit, being the butler. So my day usually started quite early. I'd wake up, I would go and have breakfast with my dad. We would generally have a cup of coffee, do a little bit of chatting, looking over the ocean. Then I'd go do a little bit of butler work, or I'd go for a walk on the beach, and it was a very, very relaxed time for me. It was a really relaxing period. One of the most relaxing periods I think that I can remember, in fact. It's been a very long time since I was, so relaxed. I took so much time to just chill and just hang out with myself, so to speak. And the reason I think for that, and the reason why it was so awesome, is because I decided to disconnect from the internet a little bit and sort of not worry about views and subscribers and all of those things that YouTubers generally worry about. It was certainly one of the best decisions that I made, because it was on one of these particular walks that I had a little bit of an epiphany that I want to share with you guys today. And every single time that I went for a walk, when I first started going for a walk, I didn't really know what to do. Does that make sense? I don't really know how to explain this, but generally, I'm a person whose brain needs to be constantly stimulated, so to speak. I always have to be listening to music. I always have to be watching something, thinking about something, doing something. If I'm not doing anything, my brain gets kind of confused. It doesn't really know what's happening. And when I first started walking on the beach, I would take my music player with me and I would listen to music. But eventually, after about 4 or 5 walks, I decided to not even take the music with me, to just go and walk, have a listen to the ocean, listen to the nature around me. And when I started doing that, it was kind of weird. My brain sort of went into a more natural state, I suppose, not being stimulated by a whole bunch of stuff going into my ear holes or my eyeballs or my mouth hole. The brain just sort of kind of relaxed and started to think about, more important things than, the stuff that we put into our bodies, so to speak, through all of our sensory organs. If that makes any sense. And one thing that I started to think about quite deeply and started to really ponder was something that I'd heard someone say to me once that I never really quite understood. At one point, I was having a discussion with somebody. I can't even remember who it was. It might have been even with Iskal or someone from the YouTube universe. I actually can't remember, but it was probably quite a few years ago. But anyway, this particular person told me that in order to be really happy in your life, you need to love yourself. Right? I'm sure you guys have heard that. It's quite a cliched saying, I guess. You always hear you hear the line love thyself, right? Or love yourself or whatever. And I've been hearing that line for many, many years, and I've always wondered to myself, well, that's all fine and dandy to say, love yourself, but how? How do you love yourself? Like, no one ever tells you the how. They just tell you that you need to love yourself, right? Have you guys ever thought about that? Like, ask yourself the question now, right? Think about it quite deeply. If I said to you right now, all right, Cyberdog dogs, from now on, you're going to love yourself. What does it even mean? Right? Like, what does that even mean? How do you even go about achieving that particular goal? Well, I think that during this holiday and on one of my walks, I may have cracked the particular nut on this question. The question being, how do you love yourself? Wow, this is getting super deep for first episode back from 2018. My goodness, guys. But it's all good. It's all good, baby. Hey, sheep, what's cracking? Oh, you want to hear also how to love yourself? Well, you got an adorable little face and some squinty eyes, and you've got great fur. So love yourself. That's really bad advice for a sheep. Never mind, guys. That's not exactly how you love yourself. Anyway, so this was the epiphany. Jeez, I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just in such a good mood. So happy to be back playing Minecraft Survival. I think I'm rambling a little bit over here. But yeah, so I started asking my question while I was walking on this beautiful beach, a couple of hours every day. How does one go about loving yourself? And I came up with this strategy that I want to share with you guys. I started to think to myself, okay, well, what does it mean to love someone, right? Or to like someone? What does that mean? Well, when you love someone or you like someone, you think of that person in high regard, right? You think about the person that you love and you think about how amazing they are, how cool they are, like how awesome they are. Like all the amazing things about that person is what you think about when you think about the reason why you love somebody, right? Take somebody in your life right now. Say your best friend. Let's use your best friend as an example. I'm going to ask you the question right now. Why do you love your best friend? Ask yourself that question. And really think about it. Why do you love your best friend? There's probably lots of reasons, right? They're generous, they're kind, they make you feel good, they make you feel like a good person when you're with them. You have a great time when you're with them. Maybe they're really good looking. I don't know. There could be any multiple reasons why you love your best friend or your girlfriend or your mum or your dad or whoever you're thinking about right now. Now, let's do exactly the same thing, but let's do it with ourselves, right? So say, for example, you were another human being, not yourself, and you were best friends with yourself, right? So I'm gonna be RenCat, okay? I'm another human being. I'm RenCat, and I'm ReNDoG's best friend. Now, from RenCat's perspective, why do I like ReNDoG? Why is he my best friend? What is so great about ReNDoG that I want to be his best friend and I want to spend time with him? Okay? You guys with me over here? And if you pose that question to an alternative form of yourself, asking yourself the question, why would this other person like yourself? Well, I think you will discover that there's actually quite a lot to be gleaned from that. I started thinking about why RenCat might like the ReNDoG, and I suddenly realized that, hey, actually, I'm pretty cool. I'm a pretty cool guy. I've got long hair. I've got a ponytail. I used to have a pirate beard, which I shaved off for the ladies. But I think that long hair and pirate beards are cool. I'm a YouTuber. I make Minecraft videos. You know what? I think that's really, really sweet. I think that's awesome. What else about ReNDoG do I like? I travel a lot. I live in another country. I've been to... shall we talk in the third person? Yeah, let's talk in the third person. ReNDoG's done a bunch of traveling. He's been to loads and loads of different countries all over Europe. He's seen a whole bunch of amazing bands. He's seen all of his favorite bands in the world. Oh man, that's pretty cool. He was born in the same city as J.R.R. Tolkien. That's freaking awesome. What a legend! That's awesome! I wish I was born in the same city as J.R.R. Tolkien. Oh wait, I was. But that's what I'm talking about here, guys. A little bit of a like a mental exercise that I'd like you to use for yourself, because I think that you will discover that you are actually quite awesome, and on top of that, you will discover that you actually like yourself quite a lot. You actually think that you're pretty sweet. Not only that, though, there's also another side to this mental exercise that has been very, very useful for me, and probably the most useful thing that I have gleaned from this particular epiphany. I started asking myself the question from the perspective of RenCat, what don't I like about ReNDoG? What are the things that ReNDoG does in his life that I don't really like, right? So say, for example, you were thinking about your best friend. Say, for example, your best friend ate McDonald's every day, right? You love your best friend, you think they're awesome, but they eat McDonald's every day. And if there was one thing you could change about your best friend, it would be that they wouldn't eat McDonald's every day. And I want you to apply the exact same theory when thinking about yourself, right? So there are some things that I don't really approve of ReNDoG doing. Well, not necessarily approve, but I think that there's things that ReNDoG could do in his life that could be better. And when you start doing that too, you can start identifying the things that you need to change in your life to make yourself like yourself even more. If you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I don't know if that actually made any sense right now. I've just been digging chambers and connecting up the Molehole over here to the storage hole. I hope that made sense. And I hope that some of you guys out there who are perhaps contemplating this very same existential question, how does one love oneself? I hope that this mental exercise might help you out a little bit. Because it certainly helped me, guys. It's helped me realize that, hey, actually, I'm a pretty cool dude. And I kind of like myself quite a lot. In fact, I think I'm my best friend. In fact, I am my own best friend. And that's awesome. There's a couple of things about my best friend that I don't like, though. And there's a couple of things that I'd like my best friend to change. And 2018 is going to be all about that, baby. And it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be the best year ever. Oh, man. Anyway, I think that's probably going to do it for today, guys. The sun is setting over there, over our Minecraft survival world. I haven't really done much today. It's been a little bit of a talky episode, but I hope you've managed to get something out of it. And I'm super excited to get going with the rest of the series. I think next episode we'll start getting stuck into this particular connection over here. Make sure that this is all nicely connected to the storage hole. And let's start working on the interior of the Molehole over here. Right? This place needs a bit of love. Let's start doing some real crafting up in this business. Make this place look absolutely awesome. Anyway, my friends, I hope you have had a great start to the new year, and I hope you're looking forward to an absolutely amazing 2018 with the ReNDoG. And for those of you guys who are perhaps struggling a little bit with your own selves at the moment, why don't you try out my little method of learning to love thyself? And you never know, you might find something. You might discover something there that you didn't know existed. And yeah, that's going to do it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. ReNDoG signing out. We'll see you in the next episode.